All right, y'all. We got a win on the futures and then a loss on the options. This is the options trade. I got in before 315 because 315 is here. Maybe I could have got a nice move at 315, but I wouldn't have known we were buying. It's just chopping today. So that's the thing about options I would like to talk about. I think I lost $42 today. One, you have to have this patience to either wait for only when options are cheap. The calls were cheap. The puts were not cheap. So that's why I didn't get any puts. The cheapest put in for $50 is like 885, which is way down here. Um, and then or you have to have enough money to buy them even when they're expensive. So say I wanted this options. I think mine was a 933, like not too far off, but not on the money. But like if I know it's going to this high or this high, which it did wind up take. Oh no, it only took this high here. But you need to be willing to pay the 150, 200, 300 because it's still going to flip. That's the thing about options that I don't like. I know with futures I can risk the same amount every day. Yeah, my RR won't be the same, won't be great like options, which I'm realizing, but at least I know I can risk $150 every day and then just to make 50, 100, whatever. Versus like with options, yes, say obviously I'm not on this move, but like on this move today, someone screenshotted that they turned $150 to 2,000. A great fucking flip. Okay, that's almost a 1 to 20 return. But I couldn't afford the 150 call. You have to buy the target like whatever this 890 was at this time. If you know it's going there, but that's the gold options too. You have to buy the strike where it's going to be in the money at the end. So that's what you got to do. So obviously on Tuesday it worked out where my option was cheap and it went in the money. But as we see every other day this week, they have not been cheap. They have been 300, 400, no, 300, 100, 200. Like just sometimes they're, 100. So that's the thing. Like your leverage won't be the same every day. And I think that's why people say I used to be like people always say you need all this money to trade options and I'm like you don't. You can just do these flips, but these flips are not coming. These are like lottos that they call them, and then you are taking $1,000, $300, $200 trades, but they are flipping greatly. You just have to be willing to see, you know, like let's look at some. Yeah, so I lost 42. Let's look at some. Let's go to SPY for a second. Um, Options, okay. Say we want to do the puts because we know we're going lower, okay. And let's put up SPY for a second. Where's my lower time frame? Let's do the 15 and then let's do SPY. So say we're going to this 586. You're confident in that. 586 is cheap right now. Well, $7. But say tomorrow it's like this, like whether it's this price, Maybe let's do something a different date. Here we go. Let's just do June. Somewhere we can see what it would actually look like. Okay, like this. You have to be willing to pay these 190, 200, 250s knowing it's going to be in the money versus only trying to go way out and get a 50, 70, 60 like I'm trying to do, praying it goes into the money. That's what is options. So some days it may look like this. Some days we're four off. Your $50 contract is like right there, at the money's 100 and you're good like it was for me on Tuesday. But there are days where it's going to be like this, and then you don't want to risk getting something $20 just because you only can risk $20, and it's never going there. It's going to expire worthless. That's where the hard part with options is. That's why I see why people say that. But even then, so you buy this 220 and it double by the time it gets in the money twice. Now if you're getting here and I know a lot of people only do this 1 to 1, which I don't prefer. It's not even 1 to 1. It only went $20, $50, $50. That like 70% whatever, or not even, that's like 10%. And then the next one is up, and then this one's not really up, so you need to wait another $6. So you need that like a little bit out the money, so it doubles when it gets in the money is the goal. So that's the thing. So you need to make sure you're buying the right one, and or you always can buy one up above. But the The best flips are when your target is right in the money at the end and it's kind of far out. Or you buy right at the money and then yours is way in the money when you get it. Kind of a lot of people who do that. They don't even buy a strike that they say they think is going here. They don't buy the strike. They always just buy right at the money. So that's my option. So I am going back to futures. I've been calling it amazingly. I'm gonna leave that line on there, but let's take off this line. I'm leaving this broadening zone, but we did take out this high broadening formation, so we can. I would have to refresh this or something. Yeah. I've been predicting this all week. All week I've been doing this for our candle, so I'm just gonna keep doing it just with the S and not in Q. And I think we'll just see how that goes. I'm only risking 1 micro for now on my funded account. I got to win today. It's only $100 a day, and then we'll see how we feel the rest of the week. So let me delete all these drawings that we had on the 15-minute chart today. That's the only thing that sucks about having weekly drawings, because I can just usually do delete all at the end of every day. And I can't on here, but I have been liking the broadening formations from the strat, whatever this shit's called. Also the failed 2 and the 1 candles. I like how we take out liquidity too, and then it's a new range. We can even draw this one here. Now that we have a 3 candle. We can draw that one there on the daily. And yeah, I've been predicting this so well. I did it today. I got in this trade. I did it yesterday, but just the options did not play out for me. I called right here, got in here, and then boom, I sold a little bit when this came up here, and then that would have been a nice. And I'm only doing 80 ticks, so yeah, 80 ticks would hit. I called it here. The option did go a bunch percent for us. The option was in the money. I got a 935 was my strike. 5935, and it went in the money. And that one was just $50, $55. But didn't fill, of course. It didn't fill. And then yeah, what is this day? We didn't trade this day, but oh no, this one. Boom, buys at 10. So, I felt confident in just doing futures again, and just doing futures again on the funded account, and then just, rinsing, and, I can do a 1 to 2 on ES for the most part. It hasn't gone against me. I did move it to 1 to 1 today, and until I have a bunch of money from futures made, then I'll go back to options. So I thank y'all for following the journey, but I think, yeah, we're just going to go to the first payout challenge, see if we can get this payout in June every month. It's like a new month, but hopefully June we can get our first payout, and then we can cook and rinse after that. So thank y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.